Shakir across the formation. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
On second down, it's Stroud sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Stroud. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Richardson looking to throw.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
With the lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down
2:06 to go. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. And I imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Again on second down, it's Stroud. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Play action. Stroud now. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. And Stroud now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Richardson looking to throw this. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Well, it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because This group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Practice. Warriors 17. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Spears. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
18, find in.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And he is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
79 Broncos.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On first down, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Go, Chap! Go, Chap!
Stroud now on second down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Richardson working from the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First and 10, it's Richardson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Richardson back to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
From the shotgun, Richardson. A short throw to Ingram, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and now 2 yards to go on third down.
Warriors 70.
Now Richardson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go. 65 catch. 65 catch. Panther Street. Panther Street.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Take it in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. And the bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Richardson looking to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now it's Richardson.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Richardson to throw.
He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That one's taken in by Spears. And having stopped here well short of 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
79 Broncos.
Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Spears is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Panthers 28, Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Cougar 19.
Stroud off the play fake. Look at the big fella go. And down right around the 37. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they're going to play action here with Stroud. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Panthers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Panthers 35, Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
25 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Again, it's Richardson.
Out to the left here to Reed. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Jaden Reed.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Buccaneers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
On the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
It was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson going to move him around.
Dragon 60.
To throw is Richardson. Looking to throw on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. Bradley Chubb, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now third down and very long.
Richardson looking to throw this.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long. Off play action, Richardson.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he will take this across.